I guess this video is a message for all my introverts, my people pleasers, the ones who don't really use social media or kind of like wish they had a better friend group or kind of wish they were a different person. I don't mean for this video to get super deep, but just listen how you will. So I'll give you a little bit of background. I feel like identity is important because me growing up, I didn't have one. I kind of let others decide, make choices for me, make choices for what I should think, because I was a people pleaser. I wanted to stay out the way. I didn't want to seem threatening. I feel like these are like common Asian quality traits, or just like, I don't know, just in like how I grew up, right? I was shy, I was socially awkward, I was introverted. I like to play video games and watch anime because that's what I grew up with. My cousins did it, and it was taboo back in the day. It was like it was a small community, but I didn't have that. And I wanted to change a lot about myself because I was insecure about the fact that I didn't want to feel these things. And I would like game and watch anime as my guilty pleasure. And I was ashamed to show that I liked these things for the longest time. But I don't want, even then, I didn't want to express it passionately either, in like a weird way. I guess what I'm trying to say is I was so ashamed of my identity that I hid through cheap pleasures and try to distract myself, and I would try to fantasize my ideal utopia in my head, daydream, fantasizing, or whatever, maladaptive daydreaming, whatever you want to call it, and numb myself through video games and other websites. What changed for me was fitness, and not in the way that you think, like all of a sudden I went to the gym and it changed my life. No. I noticed that when I built a respectable physique, a lean, muscular physique, or the physique that I, couldn't imagine that I could have had, is that I realized that it taught me a lot of life lessons and proof of concept. Fitness in general. It teaches you that real life is delayed gratification, and all these other things that you seek pleasure and comfort in are not. They're instant gratification. They're designed to do that. And what life teaches you is that things aren't going to work out the way they are, the way that you want it to. You're not going to know 100% for sure. You have to trust the process. You just got to stick to it. The goal is you have a vision and you have an identity that you want to embody. And for me, that was to stop being a people pleaser. I wanted to be someone who was inspiring. You know, when you watch anime, you idolize these certain people, and just because they're relatable, they display traits that you resonate with, you're comfortable with, and you like, that guy, I want that guy to be my friend. Or you develop these parasocial relationships. Hell, maybe even this video. But you relate to this person. And I've always longed for like a connection. But the thing is, like, you don't need to 100% relate to someone to like, oh my gosh, this guy understands me, my life will be fixed. But the thing is, you have to continuously get out of your comfort zone to work on yourself and self-reflect within yourself. And I truly believe that fitness changed my life because it made me make uncomfortable choices, such as not wanting to go to the gym, even when motivation dies down, and to slowly work towards something. And for me, that was as simple as like building a nice physique. Like I think honestly during that time when I went to the gym, it was for accountability with one of my friends, because it was more sport relevant. Like I wanted to get stronger in basketball. My friend just suggested like, hey, we should go to the gym, build more muscle, and so we don't get pushed off of the court, because I was skin and bones back then. And so I was like, hey, yeah, that's a great idea. And then I went to the gym, and then all of a sudden it started becoming more than just the sport itself, like for the sport. More than just a means to an end. It was a way of life, in the sense of you develop good habits out of going to the gym consistently, so that it bleeds onto other areas of your life. And I guess I started consuming red pill culture stuff and mindset. Oh, you gotta go to the gym, you gotta get your money up, oh, you gotta do this and that this is the way the world works. But nowadays, like, that's long far and gone. Like, I've embarrassed myself plenty enough. But if you were really dig deep, you know, you wonder and you long for certain things. Like for me, it was social connection. It was having lifelong friends. Maybe it's I was a hopeless romantic too, so I wanted to find a lover. At that time, in moments of pain, and I feel like I couldn't represent the person I wanted to because I was too afraid to put myself out there. I was afraid that I couldn't embody this person. Like, let's be honest, like, anime is, like, if you say you like video games and anime, society speaking, like, if literally a neckbeard were to say I like video games and anime, people would respond negatively. But if someone jacked and good looking said they liked anime and video games, it would be a positive response. And I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. I think the point is, like, you just gotta be able to embody both. Like, you can like video games and anime, and you can still get jacked, and you could work yourself to make yourself good looking and embody healthy habits. It's kind of like the same way, like, oh, you have to quit video games in order to change your life and be successful, but not really. I mean, Elon Musk plays video games. He plays video games nowadays. I don't know about the past. He had a grind maybe. But the thing is, like, don't let other people determine what you should do or what you shouldn't do. I'm just here to provide my 2 cents and my experience. And what I've noticed is that once I got a better physique, everything was an upward trajectory. Because it was a proof of concept, because I was able to do the things that I said I wanted to do. It's a completely controllable thing, which is your effort in showing up and going to the gym, and then you build muscle and you tone down, and then, like, you gain more confidence. It just gives you a buff, an aura that you otherwise wouldn't have had, which is like self-esteem, increased self-efficacy, confidence. People start treating you differently or looking at you differently because now you're probably more attractive to the opposite gender. Anyways, I think the point of this video is to say that don't let yourself get in your own way, because at the end of the day, the biggest enemy or the biggest critic or the biggest person, the competitor, is within yourself. It's not within anybody else. And as a fitness guy, I'm pretty biased towards fitness, right? But fitness can change your life because it's a vehicle for a proof of concept, and that's what helped me. And that's what helped me get out of my people pleaser, nice person, socially awkward tendencies, because it allowed me to get out of my own comfort zone. I made this decision back in 2020 to say, like, fuck it. Like, let me just get out of my own shell and start expressing myself more. And I've been doing that. I've been getting out of my own comfort zone because sports taught me that proof of concept. Like, work hard, discipline, yada, yada, yada. But it does help. It does apply. Basketball, and then fitness, and then other areas of my life, like socially, financially, spiritually. Just being an overall curious person. When you look in the mirror, or like people say, like, oh, when you're at the end of when you're in your deathbed, will you have any regrets or stuff like that? Like, you decide how you want to think. Like, life doesn't have to be this deep. It can be this deep. Like, it used to be super deep for me because I think I was just, like, sad. I was in that teenage angst phase. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know, bigger problems. I'm not too sure either. It's just like, I don't think too much of it. Or maybe because most of my problems I've solved, so I don't think too much of it. So I guess the most controllable problems you can solve are, like, you know, improving your physique and going outside, improving your diet, self-reflect, because that will solve a lot of your problems. And then eventually the way that you think, you'll attract others similar in that line of thinking, or you'll just inspire other people or attract people to you. And then I just encourage you to be a decent human being too. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of running out of brain power. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for taking your time to listen to this, if anybody listens. I hope I just could just provide some insight for one person. Don't doom scroll, and I'll see you guys later.